Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video, and in today's video I will show you guys how to dominate the jungle with Wukong. Let me just tell you, Wukong is so damn powerful. He's incredibly tanky, he deals a reliable amount of damage, he has really good ganking, really good CC. There's just like so much that this champion has to offer, and I'm just gonna teach you everything you need to know about him while spectating one of my games. In the beginning part of the video, I'm gonna show you guys how to build Wukong. There's timestamps in the description to skip to the gameplay immediately. So again, apologies for not actually being able to click on it, because unfortunately I sent back my phone to Samsung because they have to repair it. Basically, the next few videos are gonna have to be like this, but let's get into it. So, Wukong jungle, you want to be building tank Wukong, and I tried out some different builds, and let me just tell you, a tanky build is definitely superior to everything else when you play Wukong. And the first reason for that is, like, through the early game you can basically survive, and then when you approach the mid game, like when you get the Black Cleaver and the Sunfire Aegis combined with the conditioning rune, that's where your tankiness is gonna come from. And oh my God, does he become tanky. It is incredible. And the funny thing is, he deals so much damage with it too. So you start with a Black Cleaver. This is your core item. You're going to be shredding the armor of the enemy. This is just really, really good. It gives you a lot of HP, a lot of ability. It's the perfect item for Wukong. After that, you get boots, and it depends. I really like Mercury Threads, and the reason for that, well, actually no, Mercury Threads and armor boots, these are really the two only boots that I would go for. In 80% of the games I would go for armor boots. Like if the enemy is heavy AD, armor boots are going to provide you so much value on Wukong. Otherwise, go for Mercury Threads. Like if the enemy has CC or a lot of ability power, but especially CC, you really have to go for the Mercury Threads. It's going to make you very slippery and hard to catch up to. So either armor boots or Mercury Thread. And I actually put Sunfire Aegis second here, but the Stone Plate should be second, because normally I actually go Stone Plate right after Black Cleaver. It's often going to be really good because it's going to make you unkillable in a fight for like 4 seconds. So Sunfire Aegis is going to be your next item, and this is where your damage also comes from. It deals so much damage around you whilst also making you super tanky. That's the perfect thing about Sunfire Aegis. You're going to be in the middle of the enemy using your ultimate to knock them up. You're going to be in the middle of them dealing with that damage from the Sunfire Aegis as well. As your third item, in 90% of the games I would recommend a Guardian Angel. Only if you need a lot of magic resist, go for a Force of Nature third item, but otherwise always go for the Guardian Angel, because the thing with Wukong is you have your second ability, to make the clone, and it's gonna make the enemy so confused when you have a clone and then also the Guardian Angel, and then when they kill you in the Guardian Angel, you're gonna have your clone up again. You guys get the point, right? You're just gonna be confusing the hell out of the enemy, and it's gonna be impossible for them to kill you. It's gonna be really, really hard. So as your fourth item, situational. Like here it becomes completely situational. You need magic resist, you go for the Force of Nature. If you have an enchanter support, go for Spirit Visage instead, because your first ability is gonna heal you more, and of course your enchanter support is gonna heal you, and the Spirit Visage is gonna make that more. You want to be throwing a Starbucks Gauge in between there as well, because you have a lot of bonus HP. Like from your items you get a lot of bonus HP, so Starbucks Gauge is gonna be a really, really good purchase for you. Thornmail is another thing to consider. After your Guardian Angel, you can get a Thornmail, and the thing is, before Guardian Angel, you can actually get the Bramble Fast if you feel like you need anti-healing. It's really, really good because it's, you're going to be reducing the healing of the enemy, and make sure you get the Bramble Fast. Do not finish the Thornmail until your very last item. It's just not worth it, honestly. So for the runes, you want to run Conqueror. I tried different runes, but the thing is, you still do quite a lot of damage, even though you're tank Wukong. That's the funny thing about it. Especially your ultimate. It deals a percentage amount of HP of the enemy. So it doesn't even matter what items you build. And that's where Conqueror comes in, guys. It allows you to do even more damage in team fights. Second rune, always Brutal. Because you're playing jungle, Brutal is going to give you that big bonus damage against the jungle camps. Third rune, I run Conditioning, because you have a lot of HP items. You have Black Cleaver, you have Sunfire Aegis, you have Starbucks Gauge, you have so many items that give you a lot of bonus HP, so it's going to provide a lot of value to get Conditioning in a game like this. For your fourth rune, I actually run Pathfinder because I want to be able to roam around in the jungle super fast. You can also run Mastermind, but Pathfinder is honestly better in my opinion. Well, not in my opinion, it's just better. You can roam around super fast and you're going to be able to gank way faster. For your spells, of course, Flash and Smite. So again, I'm so sorry that I have to do it like this, but it is what it is, right? Until I get my phone back. Let's see, the quality is good. Let me actually put it on HD. So this is actually a new champion. I have never made a Wukong video before, but I actually got good at him, and I'm finally happy to bring you guys a Wukong video. Let me just check the audio. Yeah, the audio is good. So we actually have a Teemo, which is, you know, he got nerfed, and that's not ideal for us right now, but it's fine. It's fine. So as a Wukong, what do I say? You know, you start with your first ability. You fully upgrade your first ability first. I actually always do that. I see some people fully upgrade the third ability. Now, the thing is, when you fully upgrade your third ability, you're more reliant on sustain damage, which you aren't when you build tank Wukong, guys. Never fully upgrade your third ability unless you go for full damage Wukong. But I really don't recommend you to go for full damage. So obviously Wukong, the first ability heals him up for 10% of his HP, right? Which is really, really big. Like, this is gonna allow you to sustain through the jungle very, very easily. Like, when you get low, boom, that's what you do. When you get low, you just hit your first ability, and you are not gonna get low in the jungle. And this is an advantage. This is already one of the powers of Wukong that I want to teach you about. Wukong comes out of his jungle very healthy. As you can see, even before approaching the blue buff, you are super healthy. Now, what does this allow you to do? This is really good for ganking lanes. Like, you can do level 2 ganks if necessary on Wukong. But also fights. You can actually take fights at the scuttle really, really easily with Wukong, because you're going to be incredibly powerful at level 3, and you're going to be at a very high amount of HP. You're likely going to be higher HP than the enemy jungler, right? So here, as a jungler in general, you obviously want to be looking at the lanes all the times. You have two decisions. You can take the scuttle, or you can rotate 2 lanes. And in this case, I checked the Garen, I checked the cannon, and I was like, nah, I couldn't get a kill, so I just, you know, oh, he's gonna get ganked. I'm gonna counter gank here. The Teemo actually went in. Why would the Teemo go in when I'm counter ganking? I pinged him that I was coming, and the guy just chases the kill while he even saw the Evelyn. That is so absurdly stupid of the Teemo. He should have gone back, and he would have baited them, and yeah, maybe run back. If he ran back, I would have actually been there in the lane and did a counter gank. Like, if you always pay attention to your map, you should see where the enemy jungler is. I saw that the Evelyn was ganking, and I was like, hey, yeah, boy, I'm gonna get that double kill right there. But Teemo thought otherwise. He was actually engaging. He didn't buy me any time, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any kill. So as I said, Wukong is really strong at level 3, but that's not the major power spike that he has. Level 5 is the big power spike. Like, this is where he starts to get really, really powerful. And oh, I actually failed here. But onwards from level 5, he gets stronger and stronger, guys. And tankier and tankier. As you can see, the Evelyn actually chose to gank the top lane, but she didn't even take the scuttle crab. And look, I don't even care about the Ezreal here. I'm just taking the scuttle. Boom, there it is. I got 2 scuttles. I got my ultimate. Using my second ability and my ultimate here to try and survive. Unfortunately, she smited me. Yeah, I died. At least I got the scuttle crab, but this is not good. Like, the enemy Evelyn is getting really, really fat from this. She got 2 kills already. So what do I have to do here? I have to make sure that I kill the Evelyn somehow, or at least help my team kill the Evelyn. Because a fat Evelyn is going to be so annoying. And this is just like, my team keeps dying. I died as well. We're 1-6 in this game. It's not really looking too good for us, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, all I can do right now is just farm, you know, just continue farming, get to a high level, because as I said, Wukong becomes really, really powerful in the late game. So you should not get discouraged if you lose in the early game, because minute 5 you unlock the conditioning rune, you get your items, and you're gonna become one hell of a tank for your team, and it's gonna be really, really hard for the enemies to deal with you. Wukong is that type of champion. Once you reach that late game, you're literally gonna become unkillable. It's gonna take the enemy so many resources to kill you, and the thing is, while they're attacking you... One second, guys. Ah, Jesus. There was something stuck in my throat. While they're trying to kill you, you're going to be knocking them up with your ultimate. You're going to be healing up yourself with your first ability. You're going to be distracting them with your second ability. You guys get the point, right? The whole thing with Wukong is to distract the enemy, waste their time, and just make team fights an absolute hell for them. And that's what your mindset has to be with Wukong, guys. Your mindset is not, I have to kill. No. Your mindset with Wukong is, I have to distract the enemy as much as I can. You have all the tools for it. Your ultimate, your first ability, your second ability, and even your third ability to dash to another enemy. You literally have every single tool to distract the enemy. So, and this is like a super important thing about Wukong. This mindset is really what's gonna get you wins on Wukong. Let's take a look at this. So here I of course use my ultimate. This is not looking too good, but here look, I'm just wasting their time. I wasted the time from the evidence. Oh my god, the stupid Ezreal ult was so annoying. I did a good job in this fight. I did what I could. I knocked them up with my ultimate, I healed up with my first ability, used my second ability to distract them. This is your job as a Wukong. Now this fight was obviously not ideal, but I just did my job. That is literally my job. That's what I have to do. So what's gonna happen now? They killed our Yasuo, they killed our Teemo, but they're pretty low. They're pretty low, so I can definitely engage this. And I also got my Black Cleaver. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, the stupid Alistar. They're really low, as you can see. We really have to engage this one. This is a good opportunity for us. I actually go for the kill. Is that worth it? Yes. I took the shutdown. And again, they're pretty low. Like, I did this because I wanted to kill their main carry. Let's take a look at what happens. They have to go here. They have to go. They have to go. There it is. Yes. They're going. They're actually going. Oh, this is so lovely to see a team that actually does what's right. So in this situation, as I said, I actually went in because I knew the Ezreal had a really big shutdown, so I wanted to go for it. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Look at the dragon. Oh, that was way too close. That was way too close. We got it, but I honestly gotta give credits to my team there because they followed up perfectly with what I did. Because what I did is I killed the enemy's main carry, so I killed their main damage, and then like the enemy either had to abandon the dragon or take a stupid fight at the dragon, and they took the stupid fight, which my team perfectly capitalized on, and we won. We won the fight, and we also won the dragon, as you saw there. And at this point, you just want to farm, honestly. Like, Wukong has good ganking, you know, don't get me wrong, he has good ganking, but he has even better team fighting. And as I said, that's the whole power of Wukong, distracting the enemy in team fights. So what do? You farm. You just farm up to the late game. Do not force ganks. I don't like forcing ganks on Wukong because if you don't get the kill, you're gonna be wasting time. However, it's of course good if you do get the kill, but it's even better if you can just safely farm up and get to the late game. It's even better if you do that. I don't know why he's just ulting here, by the way. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I tried to buy some time here. I got the cannon low, but this is, you know, we have to give up the Rift Herald. It's just pretty sad what happened here. Yasuo rotated to the bot side and the cannon rotated to me. You know, I should have just backed off. I should have looked at the map, saw that the Yasuo was not in my lane, and I should have just backed off there and given them the Rift Herald. So now I got my Stone Plate, and this is where your playstyle changes. This is where you can play way more aggressive. Because as you saw, I died 4 times already. And the majority of times was because I was unable to tank up the damage in team fights and I died. But of course, what do I have now? I have the Stone Plate. I have the Stone Plate. So now I can engage in team fights, I can use my Stone Plate, and then I can use my ultimate. However, keep in mind, guys, when you use your ultimate while in your Stone Plate, you will be sacrificing quite a decent amount of damage. Like, you're going to be sacrificing damage for that. However, it is often going to be worth it because you're not going to be the major damage dealer, likely, unless your team really sucks. So I really want you guys to pay attention to how I'm going to be taking team fights. Here, use the Stone Plate. I use my smite on a minion so he cannot kill me. I healed up from the smite and I'm easily, like, I can survive it easily. I don't know why I flashed over the wall, but yeah, it's fine. So there you can already see the powers of Stone Plate. You can already see. It's only on a 1-minute cooldown and you can use it whenever you're in trouble. And here the reason that I was easily able to kill Garen is because Wukong's ultimate deals percentage HP. So as you can see, even though Alistar is like super tanky, my ultimate is going to be dealing a percentage amount of his HP. So it doesn't matter how much HP he has. It's gonna, here, you can see it. It deals a percentage amount of HP. So you're going to be shredding right through the enemies. If they have armor, magic resist, HP, it doesn't matter. You deal a percentage amount of their HP. Unless you use your Stone Plate, of course. Now keep that in mind. So that's why I said, you know, your ultimate deals a lot of damage. However, it's often going to be better to just use your stone plate and buy time, because that's your role as a Wukong, to buy time, use that stone plate, just, you know, just buy time for your team to do a lot of damage. Now, especially when you play Wukong with a Yasuo, and that was the reason that I actually picked Wukong in this game, because we had a Yasuo. It's the perfect combination of Wukong and Yasuo, because your ultimate can knock up so many enemies at the same time. Okay, let's take a look at the fight, because something is going to happen here, of course. So they're pushing in, and we got them in a good spot here. I do not even need to use my stone plate. So here I'm not using my third ability up until we could kill him. And the reason that I didn't use it immediately is because I wanted to save it in case he used his flash to run away, right? That's why. Your third ability is really good to catch enemies with mobility. Don't always just immediately use that third ability in a team fight. Sometimes it's just better to wait for the enemy to just use his flash or mobility ability to run away, and then you're gonna chase him with that third ability. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the video, make sure you give it a like. It really helps the channel, and you know, if you want to support, just click on the like button. It helps a lot, and yeah, I've said it now. Boom, here yet again I'm using my ultimate on the Garen, and it's an easy kill because, as I said, 8% HP. I go on the Evelyn and boom, chain CC'd to death. This is the power of Wukong, guys. This is the power of Wukong. Your CC is incredible. Let's take a look at this guy. Boom, see that? This is what I mean. You wait with your third ability. Oh my god. Even though I died, I want to tell you what I did there. I almost killed him because I actually didn't immediately use my third ability. I actually waited for him to dash away, and then I used my third ability to him. And that's what you want to do. Keep that in mind. I really hope that I didn't buy Guardian Angel this game. I should really go for Force of Nature here. Am I gonna do it? Yes! Good job! Yes! That's so good. It's so good seeing me make the right decisions, honestly. What is he doing? Why was he AFK? Okay. Well, guess Vayne just had some lag issues or something. Yeah. But that's the right choice here. And the reason that you have to go for Force of Nature in a game like this is because Evelyn and Cannon do a lot of burst damage. Force of Nature is really good against that because it gives you increasingly amount of magic resist when you take damage from abilities one after the other. So Cannon's ultimate, Evelyn, when she engages on you, they use a lot of abilities, so it's going to be really good for you, of course. You're going to be stacking up that magic resist, and they're not going to kill you. They're not going to kill you, and you'll be fine. Ooh, Garen is coming. I need to be careful. Of course, you can just use the second ability to escape situations like that. The Garen. Oh, I survived with my first ability there. The healing of my first ability actually made me survive. Another thing to keep in mind when playing Wukong is every time after you use an ability, you get bonus range on your basic attacks. So, you know, keep that in mind. It could be the thing that you need to just barely win the fight. So every time you use an ability, after that you have bonus range on your basic attacks. So you can hit an enemy from a bit further away. I'm hiding myself with my second ability there to get to the Ezreal, and you know, as you can see, I'm dealing a decent amount of damage here. And boom, he's dead. There it is. So of course your second ability has many different uses to it. Let me explain all the uses to you. First of all, you can gank lanes with it. You know, you're gonna be invisible for like 1 second. You can gank lanes with it. Secondly, in team fights, you're gonna be really disorienting the enemies when you use your second ability. Like they're gonna have no idea which Wukong to hit, and it's gonna take them like a second to realize. And that second is a lot of time in a team fight. That's only gonna last like 10 seconds, right? Another way is to surprise enemies. Like you can surprise enemies, as I did with that Ezreal right there. Right before you come out of a bush, boom, you use your second ability because that's gonna make you invisible. Use it exactly when you come out of the bush so the enemies won't see you, and when they do see you, it's already gonna be too late. You're gonna be too close to them and you're gonna engage on them, guys. It's really important that you get those mindsets of the champions. That's why I incorporated them in my videos. You know, I'm teaching you how you have to think with every single champion in the game. And as I said, I'm gonna repeat, with Wukong, you're a time waster. You're like the annoying little monkey that's just gonna waste our time, knock the enemies up, stun them, disorient them, heal up yourself, tank up damage. That's your role, guys. That is your role, and you have to keep playing to that role, because if you don't, then you're not playing Wukong the most efficient way. If you're looking to deal damage, no, that's not the efficient way of playing Wukong. You have to look to waste time, and I'm not gonna repeat it again. Just put that in your head when you play Wukong, guys. And Wukong is gonna be an absolute S+ tier champion if you play him correctly. However, he's going to be completely useless if you don't play him correctly. That's the thing with Wukong. He's not easy to play. Let me just tell you that. Here, I disorient them with the second ability, as you can see. I use my stone plate because I don't want to take too much damage. As you can see, I'm sacrificing damage here for tankiness, which was the right decision here, right? Like, I didn't want to get one-shotted by the cannon. Also, Wukong is pretty good smiting. You can do second ability plus smite, and it's pretty decent, you know, it's pretty good smiting. Like, you can outsmite a decent amount of junglers. You just do a lot of them. As you can see, boom, there it is. Easy smite. Yeah, I have my third ability, bro. Oh, then he flashes over the wall. I can still chase him. Yeah, there it is. And boom, easy peasy kill. As I said, even though I was 1-4 in this game, I am getting back into the game. Because when Wukong approaches the mid game, when you use the conditioning rune, when you get your items, you're gonna be so hard to kill if you play him correctly. So hard. I really want to tell you to run conditioning rune. Like, this especially is what makes Wukong super duper powerful, because you have so much HP. So getting even tankier with the conditioning rune really provides you with a lot of value in games like these, guys. Enemies are just complaining. It's kind of funny, like, everyone is useless, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's just funny. You can also play Wukong in the Baron lane, by the way. I almost forgot to mention, they buffed him in the Baron lane. You can actually play him in the Baron lane as well. I might make a Baron lane Wukong video as well. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe. I just want to tell you that you can also play him in the Baron lane. It's actually viable. It's not really amazing, but he's really good against champions like Garen. Especially Garen, because as I said, the ultimate deals percentage HP, and you can always out-trade a Garen with your first ability. You just deal more damage than him, and you heal up. That's the thing with Wukong. So if the enemy picks Garen, just pick Wukong. It's an easy matchup. I'm going to a party today, by the way. Well, it's tomorrow, but when you see the video, I'm likely at a party. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun tonight. Gonna drink a lot of alcohol, smoke some, well, let's not talk about that actually on the channel. It's legal in the Netherlands, but illegal in a lot of countries, so forget what I just said. Oh man. Yeah, partying is necessary for me, honestly, because yeah, with my work with YouTube and stuff, I do not really meet a lot of people unless I meet up with friends. So it's really important for me to actually go to parties, meet up with friends and things like that. He cannot escape from me. And just look at the cooldown of my third ability as well, guys. It's 5 seconds. When you reach that late game and you get your items, you know, the Black Cleaver, the Sunfire Aegis, the cooldown of your third ability is going to be so low. Just the cooldown of all of your abilities is going to be so low. You're constantly going to be harassing the enemy. It's just insane how strong Wukong is in the late game. It's like, you guys know how it feels, right? Like when you get to the late game and the enemy Wukong is just unkillable, and it's so annoying. Like I've had it before, right? Where enemy Wukongs were just completely unkillable because they were so tanky and they keep healing up. It's so annoying to deal with. And here something happened. I don't have a smite. I actually left my team to the Baron, and yeah, we failed the Baron. Ouch, I failed actually. I should not have gone to the Baron. I didn't have smite, but I should have probably still stuck to the Baron. I should have stuck to the Baron. Yeah. That was pretty stupid of me. Yeah, I realized it in game as well. I should have stuck to the Baron. Definitely. I hate how the Evelyn is just so annoying. While the enemy can still win the game, by the way. They have a strong Garen, and the Elder Dragon is spawned. They can still win. Like, look, I'm even having trouble with the Garen a little bit here. Of course, I'm gonna change CC here. Oh, I should have used my stone plate. Why did I not use my stone plate? As you can see in that teamfight, I made a mistake. I didn't use my stone plate. I should have definitely used my stone plate a bit earlier. It cost me my guardian angel here, which is pretty stupid of me. I should have definitely used the stone plate there. I should take the blue buff here. Yeah, there it is. So I can heal up. And we can actually try to go for the Elder Dragon. It's a bit scary because Evelyn can actually smite it as well. But I'm confident in my smite skills, so I'm going for it. I'm just waiting for... Oof. That was scary, man. That was way too scary. But yeah, the game is pretty much over right now. Even if you lose early game with Wukong, all you need is just one good team fight, or you just need to farm up and you'll get to the late game and you're gonna become unkillable. You're gonna become unkillable. Enemies cannot do anything. Yeah, I think our Yasuo was drunk as well. He mentioned in the draft that he was, you know, he was pretty drunk while playing the game. So yeah. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's take a look at how much damage I actually did, because I'm curious how much damage I did even though I was so tanky. I can guarantee you that I tanked the most damage in this game. I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen, right? Like, when you play Wukong, you're gonna be tanking so much damage. Let's take a look. How much elo did I have here, by the way? Was it high? Was it low? Ooh, pretty decent. I got 8 here. How much damage did I deal? I dealt 28k damage and I tanked... Wow, actually Yasuo tanked the same amount of damage as me. That's impressive. That's really impressive. As you can see, like their Ezreal dealt 45,000 damage, but he just couldn't get through the Wukong tank and the Yasuo apparently. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, sorry for the for the way that I did this video. I just have to. It's either this or no video, so I chose to do this. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.